Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to JWE Wednesday Night Wingcrest. We're here in Monterrey, Mexico, where we will witness the immediate fallout of our Summer Smackdown PLE this past Sunday. Tonight, Morag is issuing a challenge at the end of the night for anyone in the locker room to take her on in a non-title match, so our main event is yet to be set in stone until that challenge is answered. Meanwhile, three new champions take to the ring as Makoto Niijima begins her time as Women's Cruiserweight Champion off with a Champion vs. Champion match against Mitsuru Kirijo, and the Vision Warriors begin their next reign as champions with a match against the Band of Thieves of Heart. And Nier is looking to bounce back from his disappointing loss to Akiko as he takes on Jaren. So get ready for an incredible night as it is once again time for Wingcrest. And here we go, starting off our night. Introducing first. She is your Women's Nexus Champion. Coming home victorious in a very technical bout against Uni on Sunday, managing to come home with the belt still around her waist. It is Mitsuru Kirijo. I have to say, that match against Uni, probably one of the most entertaining matches in recent history. Especially that beginning, man, I still think about that. It was a shame it ended so quickly, but Uni, she can absolutely take the fight if she wants to. And her opponent, let me know if you've seen this intro or this entrance, as of late, I don't know. Anyway, making her way to the ring. Coming home victorious against Laura to claim the belt for herself and continue the immortal game of hot potato. She is the queen of the Phantom Thieves, Makoto Niijima. I love the fact that, like, any champion versus champion match between these two, it's the exact same entrance. $2K, can we get more motorcycle entrances, please? That would be lovely. And not behind a paywall for the island, because that is bullshit. And here we go, crowd on their feet. Both women ready. And before the referee can ring the bell, Makoto and Mitsuru staring each other down. Makoto extending the hand. And nothing, everything above board here. A nice little handshake, and just goes to show you that, yes, these two are absolutely championship rivals. For the past couple of years, they've been rivals, but there's still an immense amount of respect and sportswomanship between these two. And, like, outside of the ring, they are still friends. So anyway, now Makoto wrapping up Mitsuru in a headlock, but Mitsuru escaping into a rear waist lock of her own. Holding on tight as Makoto tries to escape. And eventually does. Ripping the arms open, escaping to the back. Rear waist lock of her own applied. And now Mitsuru the one trying to escape. But Makoto putting a stop to that belly-to-back front slam Looking for the stomp, but Mitsuru rolling out of the way now. Here we go, round 2. Makoto walking Mitsuru back to the western ropes. Referee trying to break them up, and does. Locking each other up yet again. And now Mitsuru throwing Makoto down. Makoto immediately back up to her feet. But Mitsuru on the offense, rolling through. Super kick. And stomping down on the wrist. And now to the tricep. Really trying to disable Makoto's use of her punches. And now knife edge chopping Makoto into the corner, but Makoto with a reversal. Slugging right hand. Lining up. A running corner clothesline. And now rolling Mitsuru up. Slamming her down. And Mitsuru avoiding the ground and pound, the clotheslines, the kick to the chin. And scrambling up top. Cross body splash. And now Makoto. Drop kick to the back of the head. Climbing up top. Again, looking for some aerial offense. Turning around. Beautiful moonsault. And now headlock, but yeah, that's immediately going to be called off for a rope break. Makoto to the outside. Trying to buy herself a little bit of time to catch her breath. Mitsuru to the apron, back in. I think trying to figure out what Makoto was trying to do. And Mitsuru with a barrel roll suplex. And now corner. Cartwheel. Clothesline. Cover. 1, 2. Makoto kicks out. That would have been a very, very short match had she not. And Mitsuru looking to really put an early finish here. The natural selection. Cover. There's 1, 2, 3. And Mitsuru weathering the early storm. And quickly putting Makoto away. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit disappointed it ended that quickly. But what can you do? It's this game. You're always gonna be disappointed.
Here is your winner, Kirijo!
And Mitsuru won this one, but the next time they face off, maybe not. But for now, Mitsuru, enjoy your victory. And for our first tag team matchup of the evening, introducing first, it is Ren Namamiya and Ryuji Sakamoto,
The following contest is a
the
tag
Phantom
team
Thieves of
for
Heart.
fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 301 pounds, the Phantom Joker and Ryuji Sakamoto, the Fourth Foundation.
And their opponents, coming home victorious against the Heroes of Chaos last Sunday to reclaim their belts. It is Shulk and Ryan, your men's tag team champions, the Vision Warriors.
Combined weight of 397 pounds, the Grand Prix Men's Tag Team Champions, Ryan and Shoot the Blade Runners.
And here we go, Ryuji Shulk first in the ring, ref rings the bell. And if you ask me if the Phantom Thieves are a little bit miffed that the Vision Warriors came home victorious with the belts and they didn't, well, one, you literally had your opportunity a couple of months ago and you completely whiffed. And second, skill issue? Anyway, Ryuji taking his frustrations out, just kicking Shulk. And now Shulk with his own bit of offense with that roundhouse enzigiri. And tagging in Ryan. And the cover, only going to be one. And now Ryan heading up top, Ryuji tagging out Joker in. And Joker with a reversal, sweeping the leg. And now Shulk back into the ring. Joker throwing him down. Shulk with a reversal and a neck breaker before Joker could hit a springboard. And Ryan, are you seriously unable to... God. And now Ryan back into the ring, trying to get back to the corner, but Joker making sure that he stays down. And Shulk with a reversal. And now Joker throwing Shulk up over the shoulders, bouncing him off the top buckle. And a drop kick in the corner. And now looking for the all-out attack, but Shulk seeing that coming, reversing. Joker forcing Shulk back up to his feet. Toss to the corner. All-out attack, yes. And now Ryuji just working the neck. There's one Ryuji with the reversal. Not even going to be one. And a DDT from Ryuji. And again. And now Shulk is unable to get to the corner because this game is absolute fucking ass. Doing that once in a match is already annoying enough. The second time, because this game is an absolutely broken pile of crap, is just... EA, or 2K, fix your fucking game. Now Shulk breaks that up. And Joker. The cutter. And now going for the cover, wasting a little bit of time, but it doesn't matter. And I wonder if that was Shulk telling me that he knew the future and that Ryan wasn't going to kick out of that. I don't know. Well, a win over the current champs. What else is new? But, you know, the next time you guys get an actual opportunity for the championship, maybe put on a performance like this. And next up,
the following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from the past, weighing in at 185 pounds, Nier!
Introducing first, He is no longer your men's Nexus champion. But he told me after his loss against Akiko, his sights are elsewhere. Be it the men's Universal Championship or the Cruiserweight Championship, he didn't tell me, but not really too, I mean, I'd say he's not disappointed, but he's taking it in stride. And his opponent.
And his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 149 pounds, Jaren!
He is the ringleader himself, Jaren. And here we go. Refereeing spell and Jaren immediately beginning with a drop kick, double leg drop kick against Nier. And now immediately looking for a headlock that Nier immediately escapes. Look for a crossbody, but Jaren stepping out of the way and just taunting him on. And bouncing Nier off the top rope. And now scrambling to the top ropes himself. Nier with an Irish whip. Looking to get some offense in. Well, some successful offense in. And does with a belly to back suplex. Mirrored to the outside, Jaren following him. And Nier tossing Jaren back into the ring, hesitating but stepping in after him. But that hesitation allowing Jaren back on the offense, rolling Nier up 9-1. Jaren being thrown down and Nier with a clothesline. And now Nier just absolutely unloading on Jaren, who rolls out of the ring. And retreating. The referee trying to get him back into the ring. Nier taking matters into his own hands. Right hand across the face. Trying to get him back into the ring, and does. And Jaren desperately trying to get out of the ring. Nier greeting him there. And a neckbreaker suplex. And Nier with a reversal. Just working Jaren into the barricade, nearly sending him neck first into that corner. And Nier just using himself as a projectile to just inflict even more damage onto Jaren. Probably not so, completely thrilled about the, do we call it gamesmanship? I don't know, but Jaren back into the ring, greeted by a very pissed off Nier. But Jaren with an elbow reversing. Heads is a Hurricane Rana. And now wrapping up the arm, clutching the wrist, looking for a submission that Nier again immediately gets out of. Unloading with the clotheslines. And flying with the forearm. And a crossbody splash from the outside. Into the cover, 1, 2. Jaren kicks out. And the crossroads, taking us to an intersection, and our exit. And lesson learned, never piss off Nier.
Here is your winner, Nier.
That is one hell of a way to bounce back after a disappointing loss. Just absolutely dismantling your opponent. Using him as a punching bag. It was against Jaren, so I agree. I wholeheartedly support this. And next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from the internet, weighing in at 215 pounds. Matt.
Introducing first, it is the final boss the one, the only, Matt. And his opponent, still having a completely different season than years prior. He is your men's Universal Champion, the hero of the Homs, Dunban. And here we go, both men ready. Ref rings bell, and they meet in the middle, and Dunban immediately opening up the offense with a three-piece and a combo, or three-piece combo into that moonsault. And Matt finally locking him up, collar and elbow, trying to gain at least a little bit of momentum early on in the match, but Dunban pushing him against the northern ropes. Matt, what the hell was that? Very out of character for him. Now just work on the neck, but Dunban trying to escape. Matt back on the offense, throwing Dunban into the northeast. And a running clothesline. And now Matt up top. 180 senton. Going for the pin, only going to be one. And now sending Dunban for an Irish whip and a belly-to-belly slam. Smashing the knee down into the mat. And now heading up top yet again. Now to the outside. Are we looking for a springboard? No. No idea what Matt was planning on there. Dunban doesn't know either. And now both men with the clotheslines, but Matt coming out on top. And again, Matt up top. Diving headbutt. And the ground and pound. Dunban now Irish Whip. Way too early on the attack, twice. Now diving shoulder tackle. The ground and pounds. And now up over the shoulders. But Matt slipping out. The choke slam, but Dunban slipping out. Into the cover. 1, 2, only 1. And now Dunban diving elbow drop. And now sending Matt to the outside. Dunban. The cannonball senton. And just driving the hammer into the anvil that is Matt's spine. And into the steel steps. Dunban back into the ring. Matt still slow to get back up to his feet, and now Dunban up top. Completely miscalculating. Now back into the ring, immediately caught by that glorious uppercut. The grand uppercut. And the cover. 1, 2... Dunban kicks out. And now the Hadouken. 1, 2. Dunban still kicking out. Kick to the spine in frustration. And now along the outside, scrambling to the top rope. Looking for the flying Superman punch from the top rope, but Dunban out of the way, over the shoulders. Tempest kick. Well, the dropping Tempest kick. This is a true Tempest kick. Good night. 1, 2, or not. Matt kicks out. And now what is Dunban looking for here along the apron? Lining up. Shotgun drop kick. In the corner again. His talent art is already back. One more Tempest kick. 1, 2, 3. Well, that was a match. That was certainly a match. Not even saying that in a bad way. It's just I just don't know how to describe that. And for our penultimate matchup of the evening, introducing first, they are still your women's tag team champions for how long I genuinely cannot remember.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, the Grand Prix Women's Tag Team Champions, Ueda and Muta. The Shield.
But it's Pyra and Mithra, the double-edged blades. And their opponents making their way to the ring with Futaba Sakura,
And beautiful Thieves, Diamond Mine.
it is on to Kamiki and Haru Okumura, the Diamonds. And here we go, Pyra on the two fire users in the ring. And here we go. Ref rings the bell, and they meet in the middle on immediately throwing Pyra down, but Pyra with a reversal. On with a reversal right back. And now locking up Pyra in a sharpshooter that Pyra immediately gets out of. And both of these teams coming off of two disappointing losses against the Gestalt sisters, who have been on a surprising rise of late. Not that I'm complaining, but there's two Pyra kicks out. And on, or excuse me, Pyra with a standing bulldog. And a toss to the corner to tag, or trying to tag in Mithra for the chain attack, but not going. And on rolling through, there's a roundhouse? Would you call that roundhouse kick? I don't know, but tagging in Futaba? Or not Futaba, man, if Futaba was in the ring, I would be shocked. No, Haru. Only gonna be one. Pyra tags out Mithra in. Haru, what the hell was that? And Mithra just slamming Haru's head down into the canvas. And a knee to the chin. Trying to get themselves back into this match. I mean, it's still early, but you know. And Haru saying no, throwing Mithra into the corner, turning her around. And a chicken wing backstretch into the turnbuckles, and now using the foot to choke her. Neck breaker. And now Haru along the outside. Spring, slingshot crossbody. And an Irish whip into the corner, looking to tag in on, but Mithra with the reversal. On really looking for the tag. There's probably a better way of doing that, Haru. And now the backstretch. Mithra getting out immediately. And another barrel roll suplex. So that's what I'm going to call it from now on. I have no idea what it's actually called. And now Mithra tagging in Pyra. On immediately greeting her with an arm drag. Now to the outside. Haru with a neck breaker. And yeah, that's not this game in a nutshell. I don't know what is. And on trying to send Pyra for a run, but okay, now Pyra's back into the ring. And on just okay, on okay, what is going on? Game, seriously, what's going on? There's one. Pyra kicks out. On taken out, Haru back in. And a delayed facebuster. There's so many names, man. Mithra forced to break it up, but Haru with a drop kick, tagging it on. Looking for the crossbody. Nobody's home. And a reverse Russian leg sweep. Pyra tagging Mithra back in. And my water bottle decided to be stupid again. Mithra with the cover. There's two on kicks out. So I'm sorry for that noise. The straw in my water bottle is broken, so yeah. Doesn't always fully set. Or seat, rather. It doesn't fully seat. On. Via whatever that's called. And now, locking in another sharpshooter. Can she make the Aegis tap? No. Mithra escaping almost immediately, and an Irish whip. Now catching her with a knee. Looking like a Poplar Devil with that on Prettier. But not enough to get the win. And on with the reversal. And guys, I'm sorry if it's annoying or whatever that I legitimately have no idea what the names of half these moves are. Again, I'm not part of this community. I mean, I guess I technically am now, but like, I'm not formally part of this community, so I have no formal history when it comes to wrestling as Mithra with an armbar. Trying to get On to tap out, but On does not. Literally all I know from wrestling is from this game or my conversations with my cousin. That's it. So I'm sorry for being extremely ignorant. Haru. Trip. Cover. 1, 2. Are you serious? Are you serious? That was enough to put her away? Wow.
Here are your winners, and Tanaka, and beautiful Thieves, Dunban.
And, well, things are really not looking good for your women's tag team champions. First loss against the Gashol sisters, now against the Diamonds. Is this the first time in forever that their belts are, like, genuinely at risk? I think it is. And for our main event of the evening, introducing first, she is your women's Universal Champion, the Flamebringer, Lady Morag Ladair. And I always forget to change her music. Like, this isn't Lady Morag's music, I'm sorry, but I keep forgetting to change it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Blade Runners. From the Queen City, the Grand Prix Women's Universal Champion Morag.
And a main event not set in stone until the end of this announcement. And here we go, Morag doing what she told me she would do, and looking for an open challenge, and who will be the one to take on the champion in a non-title match, of course. It is looking like it's gonna be A2. Can't say I'm surprised, but I was expecting like Kaine 2B. And there are only so many options. I guess it could have been like Kasumi or something, but I don't know. I don't think Kasumi is that I don't think she's looking quite for that, but no, A2. Oh man, these two you already know are going to be in for a banger. And here we go, both women ready? Ref rings the bell, and A2 immediately running towards Morag, who just catches that clothesline, turns that into a spinning heel kick, and now locking up collar and elbow. Turning him into a bit of a stalemate, but of course, as soon as I say that, A2 slipping out to the back. Rear waist lock, but Morag turning that into a headlock. And A2 with a jawbreaker. Locking up again. A2 pushing Morag down, but Morag immediately back up to her feet, immediately locking up A2 yet again. And the headlock. And Morag with a powerbomb stomp to the ankle. Morag looking to walk to A2, but A2 with an elbow, with a couple of elbows actually getting out. And just throwing Morag down, going for the cover. Only going to be one. Morag stomping down on the wrists. Waistlock, suplex. And again. Oh, just stomping down on the forehead. And now Morag middle rope, staring down at A2. And a drop kick. And now A2 with the ground and pound stomp to the stomach. Right hands, elbow, but Morag still standing, so A2 again into a flatliner this time. And now, rolling Morag up. Throwing her down, cover, 2. Morag kicks out. But are we looking for the Alt F4? Up, over the shoulders. A reverse Alt F4. Cover, 1, 2. Morag still kicking out. I mean, she's fought God before. So I'm not surprised. And looking for a finisher, immediately caught, immediately thrown down with that Russian leg sweep. And A2 staring her down, tossing her back into the ring. But Morag catching A2 mid-taunt. Well, I mean, A2 was always the least cerebral out of the 3 main characters of Automata. And that's going to be a 2 count. Not saying she's stupid, but, well, I would say Pod would consider her stupid. But I would personally beg to differ. Morag heading up top. Elbow drop to the chest. And now A2 in the corner. Morag, clothesline, back elbow, tossing her down. And are we looking for the double knee curb stomp? We are looking for the double knee curb stomp. I know it's called the Martinis, but I love the double knee curb stomp. I'm sorry. There's 1, 2. A2 now the one kicking out of the finisher. Just grounding and pounding. Elbows, fists. An Irish whip. Trapping the arm, stomping, or trapping the hand, stomping down on the arm. And Morag getting A2 back up to her feet. Choke slam. And A2 kicking her off. Knee is just driven into the ear. Stomp to the wrist. Now grabbing the wrist. Knee to the nose. And Morag back up to her feet, but not for long. Clothesline. Morag looking for the counterattack, but A2 with the dodge. And the power slam. 1, 2. Still no. Morag still kicking out. And A2 again. Over the shoulders. Down we go. Cover 1, 2. Still no. Still. Morag kicks out. A2 catching her breath. Morag trying to figure out where she is. Cradle. Just bouncing Morag off the top rope. And one more Alt F4. There's no way Morag kicks out of this, right? 1, 2, 3. Well, Morag issued an open challenge, and A2 gave her a challenge. And with that, I would like to thank you all for joining us here tonight and hope to see you on Friday for Eclipse as we get ever closer to the Royal Rumble in just 2 months' time. Before then, we have Saturday Night Main Event. But until then, we are signing out from Monterrey, Mexico. See ya.